Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. This is going to be a little flip through of my first month in my tarot journal. I went ahead and updated my cover to the passport size undyed leather cover that I personally made for myself. I just bought this piece of leather and cut it down to size and have been slowly tanning it in the sun to where it is this nice kind of golden ochre color now. I do want to get it a little bit darker, but I'm really happy with the progress I've made so far. I do have a couple of charms here that I just have from Michael's. It's like a piece of quartz and then the Aquarius zodiac charm because we are in Aquarius season. For the planner itself, I honestly have been hating this clear cover by Sterling Ink. I've had a couple of problems with the sizes of these that just don't stretch. I've heat them up over and over again and they just they're not working. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it on here or not, but for now, the purpose of this video, it's going to stay on. I will say that I do want to have a clear cover, so I may have to buy another option from somewhere else. I just haven't made that plunge yet because I'm trying to use what I have, and maybe if I heat it up one more time, it's going to be okay. But overall, it's still not fitting correctly even after being warmed up so many times. Anyways, moving on into the little planner itself. I haven't made too many updates to the planner other than the Wheel of the Year spread here in the front. So I went ahead and used these stamps that I got from Amazon to do all of my tracking of which tarot cards I'm pulling. So I have them here. This is what they look like. I'll try to put a link in the description. They're okay. They're not my favorite. I definitely want to look for something a little bit better, but for the purposes that I'm using them for, they are working and they were pretty inexpensive from what I remember. So I'll definitely put those down below, but I've been using these to track everything because I don't want to use stickers. I feel like stickers will just create way too much bulk since I'm doing this every single day. So I definitely wanted to use something with stamps. If you have any recommendations of tarot card stamps or any kind of, I guess, stickers that are thin, leave those down in the comments because I think there's a community of us who would love to have a good reference of what to use. Anyways, I also want to say that this is the tarot card deck that I have used primarily. This is the Lucid Dreams Beginner Tarot with keywords by, I think it's Solil. This is based out of Australia. I just love the way these cards look. I love the box. It's absolutely stunning. Let's see what our top card is today. Oh, it's the Tower. Oh gosh. And it's in reverse. Geez. Great card to pull, Danielle. Anyways. But I like that all the cards have a little bit of foiling on them just because they're really beautiful to look at. So I have been using these primarily also because they have the keywords, and that's mainly what I'm using this planner for, is to learn more about the tarot cards and like tarot practice. So I've been really enjoying this deck. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I just really enjoy this product. Moving on back into the Wheel of the Year here that I put on the blank spread. I did January through December here, and then I just did one card for the overall year. And I like that my card was Two of Swords because it's like decisions. Like I'm gonna have to make decisions all year, which is kind of an interesting thought. Anyways, moving on. For the goals pages in this planner, I haven't done anything yet, but I do plan on doing little crystal like drawings and interpretations. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but this is where we're at for now. And then we move into the quarterly pages. So I have been having quite a bit of fun color coding this, but I will say this isn't very helpful for me other than seeing which suit that I'm getting most often. So starting over here, I have been doing a quarterly tarot pull with a reference number. So here's this with the reference number. And I should say I also had a reference number for this page here, which we'll get to the back in a little bit. But I've been putting a reference number so that way I can write down each of the cards' interpretations. And then for the monthlies, I've just been pulling one card and then writing those interpretations next to it. I find this is really interesting to see, and it's kind of fun to look at like which card I get and if I have any duplicates, anything like that. That's probably why I had the Tower card on top, because I pulled Tower for February. Ooh, February is going to be an interesting month. Here we go. Anyways, then for this side, I have been basically indexing the cards that I'm pulling every day. and I wanted to color code them to see which, like, yeah, like which suit that I'm having more of, or if I have any duplicate cards. If I had 78 colors that I could do like one color per card, but I feel like that would be really excessive. So I'm just doing it by suit for now. Maybe next quarter I'll change it up. I don't know. But I've really enjoyed seeing that I am getting quite a few major arcana cards and also quite a few wands. So major arcana is red, blue is cups, green is pentacles, purple is swords, and then yellow is wands. And then if they're reversed, I've just been writing down reversed in that little line, but I think instead I'm going to create maybe like a dot on the side if it was reversed, because trying to fit everything in this tiny space is really difficult. So I think I am going to create some kind of like other tracker or other kind of color code of some kind on the side here of whether or not it was reversed or not. But anyways, I think it's interesting that I had a lot of wand cards and a lot of major arcana cards for the month of January. Moving on into the monthly pages, this is where I have been tracking the moon phase. This is just helping me see which direction, like get more in tune of like which direction the moon's actually going, because if you're like me, sometimes you forget which direction it goes if you're in waxing or waning, and this is just a fun way for me to look at it. All of these moon stickers are from my shop, and they are on the clear matte version. I also have them in white matte, but I definitely like clear matte for this. I would say that I want to change this up somehow, but I don't know how yet. I definitely like seeing like the labels for like third quarter, new moon, first quarter, full moon. I like having the moon names here, and I like that I put the arrows for like which direction we're going, if we're in waning or waxing, crescent or gibbous. It's definitely helpful to see the moon phases and like the direction they're going in. I don't know if I'm going to add in the zodiac signs. Maybe that will help me with this. It's just kind of a fun way to look at the moon phases for now, but I definitely want to develop this in some kind of way. Moving on into the weekly section, this is where I have been using my 1 card a day pull with the interpretation, and then at the bottom I have a weekly pull of 3 cards usually, and a reference page where I go to the back and I basically have the interpretation of what I feel like this means with all the cards together. So I've continued this with each week, and again I've continued that same color scheme of like green, purple, blue, red, and yellow. And I do like seeing like which weeks, like this week is a really heavy wand week apparently, and I think that's really interesting. And then I also like seeing if they're reversed or not. So if I stamp it in reverse, I know it was reversed, versus like if I stamp it and it's upright, then it came out upright. I know not everybody does reverse reading or anything like that, but I think it's interesting, and I definitely want to learn all of the aspects of tarot, which is the whole point of this planner journal book thing. So having the reverse description also is kind of helpful for me to learn that. Moving into the notes pages, this is where I was talking about the reference. So this page 1 through 5 was for my wheel of the year, and I basically just broke it down by month and what I pulled. So January, I pulled the star card. I have the interpretation of that based on the little book and the card itself, and then also my interpretation after that. I started doing this with like different colored pens, so I had like a black pen versus a gray pen, but I think I stopped after a while. But this is basically the whole 12 or 13 cards that I pulled with the overall card here. And then I moved into the quarter 1 page. So again, if we go back to reference the quarterly page here, I wrote down page number 6. Here's page number 6, and I wrote down quarter 1. So I started with quarter 1, and then week 1, week 2, and then this was the new moon. And again, I'm just writing down what card it was, the interpretation from the book or the card, or my interpretation, and going from there. This has honestly been really fun to do. It's not really serving any other purpose to me besides just fun and learning the cards. Maybe later throughout the year it will develop into more, but for now I'm really just enjoying having the interpretations here and seeing it in my own interpretation as well. I will say a lot of the deco in this is from like these pages. This is from Sticker Guru. These are old. I have no idea if they even sell them anymore, but I basically just took the little foiled stickers and like sprinkled them throughout. These are from Sticky Club, and then I believe this is from Notebook Therapy, I think. I have a lot of moon washi, so this is going to be hard to pinpoint, but I definitely have been enjoying putting down a bolder section when the major moon phases are. But yeah, so that's it for the tarot journal so far. If you have any questions about this little book or anything that I'm doing in this, please let me know down in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out as best I can, direct you where you might be able to find answers if I can't answer it for you. But overall, I have been loving the size of this, especially with it next to like the cards, because I can just store it all together and it's easy to just grab and go. I will say that overall, this is mainly just a fun planner for me right now. I haven't really been dedicating a whole lot of time to this. Maybe as the months go on, like I said, I'll develop something else I want to do with it, add to, I guess, because I really am enjoying just where I'm at. But mainly, I want to find a new solution to these, because I like these stamps, but I want better ones. So please, 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 if you have a reference for these, please leave it down in the comments. If you're interested in any of the other planner flip throughs I have done, I will have a playlist in the description of all the other planners that I'm using this year. I decided this month to kind of break up my videos into a bunch of little videos for each planner versus having all of the planners in one video. If you like this, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably go back to just putting all in one video. This is just me experimenting a little bit, and I appreciate all the feedback. Other than that, I want to thank you so much for watching, for joining me here today, for having some fun time with this cute little planner that I am tracking tarot and astrology in, and it's just been a whole fun time. Anyways, again, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.